Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another video. This is another paid request. This time for John the Zero Cool. Thank you so much for that. And for those interested in requesting pretty much any type of videos, topics, reactions, reviews, re-reviews, randomness, out of the blueness, whatever it may be, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. And like I said, it could be for pretty much anything. And John wanted me to do my top 10 favorite film years. And the reason you hear a humming is I have my computer here to remember all the titles that came out of these years. And I had to think about it for a bit because, what would I consider the best year for films? It's all opinion, it's all subjective. And I thought, okay, some of my favorite films were in this year, but then this year had a lot more films I really enjoy. So I did a top 10, and it's mainly in the 80s and 90s. I would say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 and 5. Like 5 are in the 80s and 5 are in the 90s. My favorite year of film is 1986, because that's the year you had Aliens, one of my favorite films ever, Cobra, one of my favorite Stallone films, and then I'm like Big Trouble in Little China, great movie. The Golden Child, my favorite comedy. Maximum Overdrive, love that film a lot. Karate Kid 2, my favorite Karate Kid film. Star Trek 4, my favorite Star Trek film. Crocodile Dundee, one of my favorite comedies. The Hitcher, one of my favorite horror films. You get films like Jumpin' Jack Flash, which is a fun comedy. You got FX, which is a good action movie. You have Short Circuit, love Short Circuit. The Fly remake. I mean, a year with Aliens, Big Trouble in Little China, Golden Child, Maximum Overdrive. I mean, and there's more, but The Hitcher. I'm like, yeah, what? That's a pretty fucking good year for movies. And I love Cobra. I love Alien. I mean, Aliens, Cobra, Big Trouble in Little China, Golden Child, Maximum. I mean, those kind of alone. I mean, like, this is a damn good year for movies, and there's plenty more. I'm like, yeah, there's that one. That one came out. That's 1986 had to become my favorite year because of those elements together. Like a consistent amount of awesome movies. I mean, I just say a summer where Aliens, The Fly remake, and Big Trouble in Little China, and that'd be a great summer. Of course, Top Gun, same year as well. Iron Eagle, same year. Sadly, we don't get summers like that anymore. But that's number one. Number two is 1988. Just again, I just saw the wealth and amount of movies. I'm like, this is the same year as Jean-Claude Van Damme, Bloodsport, Steven Seagal, Above the Law, Rambo 3, Die Hard, Bloodsport. I mentioned Young Guns, my favorite Western, Nightmare on Elm Street 4, Friday the 13th Part 7. So that's my favorite Elm Street film, one of my favorite Friday the 13th films. I was thinking of putting this at number one, but Aliens, Cobra, Golden Child, when those are like some of my favorite films of all time, and those are in the same year, as well as Big Trouble in Little China and Maximum Overdrive and stuff, I'm like, yeah, I had to put that number one. But number two, Die Hard, Rambo 3. So, I mean, I got a Bruce Willis film, Die Hard. I got a Stallone film I love, Rambo 3. I got a Seagal film I love, Above the Law. Van Damme film I love, Bloodsport. I got my favorite Western, Young Guns. One of my favorite Friday the 13th films, The New Blood. My favorite Elm Street film, Elm Street 4. And then Beetlejuice, Cop with James Woods, Critters 2, The Deadpool, Jack's Back, Miracle Mile, Scrooged, Short Circuit 2, underrated films like Pulse. Kind of has all the stuff encompassed. Again, I was really thinking of that being number one, but I know the year of Aliens and Cobra and this Golden Child, it's like, I'm on other stuff like Crocodile Dundee. Like I said, that edge, The Hitcher, that edge number one. But 1988 was a fantastic year. That's why it's number two. At number 3 is 1990. Because I'm like, you know what? The first Ninja Turtles film came out that year. I Come in Peace with Dolph Lundgren came out that year. Predator 2 came out that year. Tremors came out that year. Jacob's Ladder came out that year. You had from horror, like I mentioned Jacob's Ladder, Arachnophobia, underrated films like Adventures of Fort Fairlane, The Ambulance. You had a Steven Seagal film like Hard to Kill. You had Jean-Claude Van Damme. Some say Lionheart, but some say Lionheart was 91. But I like Death Warrant. I like Death Warrant that came out that year, and I like Total Recall with Arnold. It's Arachnophobia, Exorcist 3, Hard to Kill. I mentioned Days of Thunder. I enjoy. That was around the time the first Power came out. Lou Diamond Phillips, love that movie. I mean, Predator 2, Tremors, I Come in Peace, that really put it up there. Jacob's Ladder would be one of my personal favorites. Yeah, 1990 I had to put it. The first Ninja Turtles film, of course. So 1990 had to be number 3. Number 4 is 1993. Just for the fact you got Hard Target, Cliffhanger, Demolition Man. That alone makes it in a top 5 for me. But then you also have Army of Darkness, you got The Fugitive, you got Groundhog Day, you got Tombstone, Last Action Hero, Jason Goes to Hell, which I personally enjoy. But again, Hard Target, Cliffhanger, Demolition Man. I like Last Action Hero. Army of Darkness, Tombstone, one of my favorite westerns. So yeah, great Van Damme film, 2 great Stallone films, an underrated Arnold film, a good Kurt Russell film, Harrison Ford, The Fugitive. It's a pretty damn good year. Bill Murray, Groundhog Day. A lot of good movies. A lot of actors got some good movies in that year. And number 5, I had to put, and I was thinking of putting this higher, but there's a part of me that wants to put this higher, but there's a part of me that it's hard. 1985 is number 5. Again, it's hard for me to rank on stuff because, like, 1985 is a great year because you have Rambo vs. Blood Part 2, Commando, Breakfast Club, Goonies, Back to the Future, Rocky 4, The Original Fright Night, Invasion USA, Death Wish 3, Warning Sign is an underrated one. It's like Rambo 2, Rocky 4 should be higher, but at the same time, I love Rambo 2. It's one of my personal favorites. I love Rocky 4, but I like Cliffhanger and Demolition Man more than Rocky 4. So that's 2 still. Okay, Rambo 2 is here. Rocky 4 I really enjoy. Then Cliffhanger and Demolition Man are here. I'm like, okay, well, Rambo 2 is higher, but those two at 93 are higher than Rocky 4. So like Stallone, I would put 93 as a bit higher. And then Hard Target is my favorite film, so that also puts 93 a bit higher for me. But I did 85. Rambo 2, Commando, Death Wish 3, Invasion USA, all in the same year. Should easily be in the top 5 favorite years of films for any action fan. If it's higher, I understand. Number 6, I put 1989. I mean, for me personally, I got Leviathan. I love See No Evil, Hear No Evil, Richard Pryor. I love... You had the summer of Indiana Jones 3, Ghostbusters 2, Batman. You had Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. You had The Burbs. You had Dead Bane, underrated film with Don Johnson. Gleam in the Cube with Christian Slater that deserves a Blu-ray. Major League. But that summer of Back to the Future 2, Ghostbusters 2, Batman, Indiana Jones 3, and then again some of my personal favorites like Leviathan and See No Evil, Hear No Evil, is why I put it above some of the other later years. Or some of the years after this. So that's number 6. Number 7, 1987. I'm like, well, I've mentioned this a few times. That's a year you had RoboCop, Lethal Weapon, and Predator. You think of the past couple years. When has there been a year where one year has had a Lethal Weapon, RoboCop, Predator in the same year. As in, you have 3 original films that became their original properties that became, pop culture films. Lethal Weapon, RoboCop, Predator. You don't get that nowadays. I'm like, man, you also have Evil Dead 2, cool horror comedy. You have 3 Men and a Baby, completely underrated comedy, was the biggest hit of its year, but still has no official Blu-ray. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, Project X with Matthew Broderick, that's an underrated one. The Principal, and Over the Top with Stallone, that's an underrated one. You have good sequels like Evil Dead 2, Elm Street 3, The Dream Warriors. You got The Lost Boys, so you have a good vampire movie. You have a good vampire movie, you have fun sequels, you got original movies that became action, The Running Man. So think about it. Lethal Weapon, RoboCop, The Running Man, and Predator, all in the same fucking year. That has to be in the top 10. Number 8, 1991. I put that in there because you had Ninja Turtles 2, Secret of the Ooze, which I'm very partial to. Underrated films like Doll Man, The Perfect Weapon, City Slickers, Alfred Justice, my favorite Steven Seagal film, JFK, which I really enjoy, Body Parts, What About Bob, Double Impact. You have Terminator 2, I mentioned The Hard Way. I was thinking of putting this other one above it, but I know this is cheap, but 91 is above these other two because of simply Ninja Turtles 2, Secret of the Ooze, and The Perfect Weapon, Alfred Justice. I love his Ninja Turtles 2, Secret of the Ooze. That's one of my personal favorites. Technically, 96, which is number 9, should be above it when I looked at this, but I have to put 91 above it. Just otherwise, I'd feel weird about it. But number 9 is 96. Independence Day, Twister, From Dusk Till Dawn, Broken Arrow, Long History Night. You also have The Glimmer Man. Don't stutter. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna put 96 as number 8, and then 91 is number 9. Yeah. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put 1991 as number 10. Because these other two, there's a lot more movies. Like 91 is number 10. Because I love Secret Ooze. I like Doll Man, Perfect Weapon, The Hard Way, City Slickers. But 96 and 97, they're number 8 and number 9. Because 96, I'm looking at this, I'm like Independence Day, Twister. I did a great vampire film, From Dusk Till Dawn. I did a Steven Seagal film I liked, The Glimmer Man. I did a Jean-Claude Van Damme film I liked, Maximum Risk. I did 2 Arnold films I liked, Eraser and Judo All the Way. I did a Stallone film I liked, Daylight. I did a Kurt Russell film I liked, Escape from L.A. I did a Rennie Harlan film, Long History Night. I did a John Woo film, Broken Arrow. And you did Mission Impossible. You get The Rock, a Michael Bay film I liked. So that's definitely got to be a number 8. Disaster films, Independence Day and Twister, just to repeat myself. Vampire film. I did a John Woo film. I did a Rennie Harlan film. I did a Stallone film. I did a Van Damme film. I did a Steven Seagal film. I did a Michael Bay film. Rennie Harlan, Kurt Russell, Tom Cruise, Mission Impossible. 96 is a damn good year. So I gotta put that as number 8. I got to. I'm like, all the categories kind of fit in 96. And then number 9 would be 97. Because I did The Relic, Volcano, Fifth Element, Breakdown, Con Air, Men in Black. I did comedies like Nothing to Lose and Money Talks. I did creature feature films like Anaconda and Mimic. And The Relic. I did disaster films like Volcano. I did sci-fi films like The Fifth Element. I did bits of action like Grosse Point Blank. Thrillers like Breakdown. Full action like Con Air. I did horror like Event Horizon. I did thrillers like The Game. A lot of the check boxes are fit into there in 97. So, 1986 is number 1. with Aliens, Cobra, Big Trouble in Little China, Golden Child, Maximum Overdrive, Karate Kid 2, Star Trek 4, The Hitcher. 88 is number 2, Die Hard, Bloodsport, Above the Law, Elm Street 4, Friday the 13th Part 7, Scrooged, Critters 2, Jats Back, Miracle Mile, Rambo 3, Young Guns. Number 3 is 1990, I Come in Peace, Predator 2, Tremors, The First Ninja Turtles, Jacob's Ladder, First Power. 93 is number 4, Hard Target, Cliffhanger, Demolition Man, Army of Darkness, Fugitive, Last Action Hero. Number 4 is Rambo 3. Not Rambo 3. Number 4 is 1985, Rambo 2, Commando, Breakfast Club, Goonies, Back to the Future, Rocky 4, the original Fright Night. Number 5, 1989. No. It's hard to keep. Number 1 is 86. Number 2, 88. Number 3, 1990. Number 4, 93. Number 5, 85. Number 6, 89. Leviathan, See No Evil, Hear No Evil, Indy 3, Back to the Future 2, Batman, Ghostbusters 2, Bill and Ted, Blind Fury. 87 is number 7. Evil Dead 2, Lethal Weapon, Robocop, The Running Man, Predator, 3 Men and a Baby. 1996 is number 8. Independence Day, Twister, From Dusk Till Dawn, Broken Arrow, Long Kiss Goodnight, with Gina Davis. Mission Impossible, Daylight, Eraser. The 9th one would be 1997, The Relic, Volcano, Fifth Element, Breakdown, Con Air, Men in Black, Nothing to Lose with Martin Lawrence, Money Toss with Chris Tucker, Copland with Stallone. Can't forget Copland, that's a damn good Stallone film. So yeah, Stallone film I enjoy, comedies, thrillers, horror, disaster movies, sci-fi. And then number 10 is 1991. Secret Reviews, Turtles 2, Perfect Weapon with Jeff Speakman, City Slickers of Fun, Billy Crystal comedy, Out for Justice, my favorite Steven Seagal film, Body Parts, Double Impact for Van Damme. So it's a Van Damme film I enjoy. I decided to put that lower on the list because I like Terminator 2, but there's a lot of Arnold films I like more than T2. Stallone, was that like Oscar or something? I like it, but it's not above Copland. It's not above Daylight. So that went lower on the list the more I think about it. So, yeah, 96 is number 8, 97 is number 9, and 91 is number 10. And that's my thoughts on it, so. And it's sad, look at this list. People wonder why you get so mad about movies today. Because look at this list. Look at these movies in 1 year for each of these. 1 fucking year. Now look at movies today. And then people wonder why I get upset. Because I've seen it. Here's our great comedies and sci-fi and disaster movies and horror and creature features and these actors. Nowadays, if you're getting tired of superhero movies or if you're getting tired of requels, that's 50% of the fucking market. Tough shit. And there's a lot more movies coming out of VOD, but so a lot of those movies are crap. Quantity does not mean quality. So, with that said, thanks for watching. Thanks once again, John, for the request. And we will see you guys later. Bye-bye.